and two American citizens. Both have equal rights under the U.S. Constitution. But here's where they are different. According to UNICEF, the girl will get paid 75% as much as the man on the dollar. As proven by the Center of American Progress, there are only 14.6% of executive officers, 8.1% of top earners, and 4.6% of Fortune 500 CEOs that are women. In addition to not getting paid as much, women also face gender discrimination in the workplace.
The National Center for Education Statistics shows that women often have to work 3 years longer in a teaching position to get promoted to a principal than their male counterpart.
Some studies suggest that this is because women and men adapt different strategies when it comes to pursuing management positions and promotions, yet other studies connect it less to work and more to gender-based biases.
However, if we stress that everyone deserves the same rights in the workplace to our younger generations, this overbearing problem will fade. So tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I play softball. I'm 13 years old. I am in 7th grade and I attend Oak Valley Middle School.
How does it make you feel that your chances of becoming a CEO are very slim, considering that Time magazine has proven that there are only 28 women CEOs out of the Fortune 500?
Well, I think that it's really unfair that women aren't recognized as much as men because we are just as strong. And now that it's affecting my future just because it's based on gender, I really don't think that that's fair in any way. And it's weird how the world has become of that women are less strong or less smart or just less important than men.
Have you ever felt discrimination because you're a girl?
I actually have, because I play softball and sometimes they say that I throw like a girl or that I hit like a girl, and I do hit like a girl, and I think that it should be more equal and that shouldn't even be a thing, because girls are supposed to be equal to men and they shouldn't be any stronger or less than men, and then as the same to men shouldn't be any stronger or less than women. We should all be equal and we should accept that.
Does this make you ever feel discouraged and that you might never get treated equally for being a girl?
Well, yeah, it does, because it might affect my future, because if I get a future job, honestly, well, as you said, most men are CEOs rather than women, and if I want to be a CEO, I should be able to be a CEO, but then there's less chance of me for being a CEO, and I don't think that's fair. Just because I'm a girl, it doesn't mean that I'm not able to do something that a man can do.
As teenagers, it is very difficult to change our mindset and the way that we see the world.
It becomes even more difficult to change our mindset as we get older.
The only time to present people with the idea that women and men are equal is at a very young age.
They need to realize this on their own, and it cannot be forced upon them.
When kids are in elementary school, they learn about shapes, adding, and sharing.
But one thing that they fail to learn in the majority of the world is that women are just as capable as any man.
In America's school system, we try to emphasize that people deserve the same opportunities regardless of race.
However, we have not stressed the ideas of gender equality enough.
If children learn this ideology at a very young age, like 5, they will forever have this new mindset.
They must participate in activities and have a new curriculum which proves that girls can do the same things that boys can.
Whether it's a game of tag or a science fair, girls should have equal opportunities as boys.
No games or lessons should exclude girls like they do today.
When the kids who have been exposed to this new educational system grow up, they will advocate and enforce equal pay for all.
This new generation will realize that a woman can do the same task just as good as a man can.
Tell us a little about yourself, what you do for your job.
Yeah, so I'm the Chief Financial Officer for Mad Catz, and Mad Catz is a company that we make accessories in the video game industry. So we make headsets and mice and keyboards and controllers. This year we're publishing and doing all the instruments for Rock Band 4. So it's a really cool job. We're in about 9 different countries, and so it's got a lot of fun complexity. And as the Chief Financial Officer, I'm in charge of all global finance, accounting, human resources, and really just working as part of the executive team with the board of directors on the strategy for the company.
I think you feel to know that according to UNICEF, women in the Middle East get paid 28% less than men, and often have to take care of their children on their own.
Obviously, I think that's equality. I mean, there's certainly, I think the U.S. is a little bit more advanced than some of the other countries in the world. Still probably not where we should be, which is obvious when we look at the statistics.
What do you believe some of the causes are for this big gap between men and women?
I think, perhaps is more likely to stay at home and raise the children, and a man is more likely to have a career.
Some people believe that this solution is challenging to carry out.
First of all, changing the school system in one country, let alone the whole world, is hard enough.
Plus, some countries may not be as open-minded to teaching kids that women and men are equal.
If these ideas of equality are stressed enough when children are in school, it would solve many problems.
Another obstacle that this solution may face is that the older generations have a different mindset and therefore may not be as tolerant to advocating equal rights for all.
It is also important that these children are raised with positive role models who care about equality for all genders.
If women and men agree to take a chance to make a stance, then the least that they will do is inspire others to do the same for whatever cause they believe in.
So join us in writing a letter to California Secretary of State Alex Padilla regarding a new education system.
If we come together, we can change the world.